Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and help support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? Theory6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. We're doing some more Play Standard 2020 because, honestly, I thought this event was going to be over by now, but it isn't. So I made a Knights deck. It's a thing, I suppose. It's 4 colors. The mana's not all there. I don't have the land from Throne of Eldraine that helps with casting Knights. So, yeah. This is this. I have 25 creatures, 24 lands, average of 2.9, and most of the deck is white and black. Now, for Knight of the Ebon Legion, it's a Knight, it scales big, it can trade up real nicely, it's cool. For Corpse Knights, this is nice at just slowly draining your opponent down when you're just casting your Knights and your opponent has some sort of wall of nonsense. For Inspiring Veterans, it's a new Lord. It's a 2-mana Lord. We saw in Ixalan how good 2-mana Lords can be. Lord. You don't get 2-mana Zombie Lords. 2 Despark, I want to be able to actually kill things that are above my pay grade. For Midnight Reapers, Seasons don't fear the Reapers, so I had this in. Also, it's a Knight that draws me cards when my Knights die. This is a creature deck. Our creatures are going to die. 2 Skyknight Legionnaire. This is just some nice over the top action. So, since the rest of my stuff was on the ground, I figured it might be nice to try and be able to get something in the air. Not only as something that can attack hastily and chip away at our opponents who are also grounded, but something that can actually block something that's in the air that could be an issue. 3 Knight of Autumn. I love this card. Technically, I probably should just have made this deck Mardu, but I don't care. I wanted to play Knight of Autumn. I love the card Knight of Autumn because it's like the pinnacle of cards I like. It has so much versatility in the card. 3 options. All of them are great. Gain 4 life against aggro. You destroy an artifact or enchantment when you need to. And when you just want a big dude, you get a 4/3. It's not bad. 3 Prison Realms. I need to put stuff in timeout so I don't die. 1 Conclave Tribunal. Another thing to put things in timeout so I don't die. 3 Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. The reason he's in this is because it is something else that can gain me some life so that I can survive a little bit better against the aggressive decks. And I'll be able to buy back my very important cards, getting another use of Knight of Autumn, being able to rebuy Inspiring Veteran to try and push through that last point of damage is very helpful. Vraska, Golgari Queen, and Ajani Greathearted at 1. Vraska is helpful at just being able to get rid of some flood if it occurs. And of course, she has that nice -3 to be able to destroy something of our opponents. And if we get to -9, we pretty much win the game. Ajani, very similar, except it allows our creatures to, very similar. Very similar in that it allows us to gain life, and it makes it so that we can win easily. So it's not very similar at all. Shut up. Gives our creatures vigilance. This means that we can race our opponent pretty easily by being able to attack in and stay on D. We can swing our white weenies in, but still stay on D. Magic lingo for people who don't fucking know Magic the Gathering is always hilarious. +1 to gain 3 life, that is helpful, but being able to just make our Knights even bigger so that we can handle the big Chungai our own and not have to use Despark is going to be very helpful. 2 Cavaliers of Dawn and Night. Dawn is that nice catch-all that's going to be able to kill whatever I need. Unfortunately, in this deck, it does only really get back Tribunal or Prison Realm, and those aren't often going to be going to the graveyard unless I discard them or something, so it's not the best, but a 4/6 Vigilance is nice. And then of course Cavalier of Night is, in my opinion, the better one, but I wanted to make sure I had something, another thing that could get rid of Planeswalkers or enchantments or something. So Cavalier of Night allows us to sack one of our smaller dudes, kill a thing, and we get back everything except other Cavaliers. Because it's 3 or less, most of our deck is 3 or less. This is the mana base. It's a mess. I'm actually going to modify it slightly. Look, it's not great. I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to go ahead and chuck in another of these. And 5 red. What is our red card again? This. So these are only... Oh, right, those. So I actually want both of those. So black was slightly less. So I'm going to get rid of one of each of those. No, that's dumb. I did want another planes though. Whatever, I want a game. It's fine. The mana base might fuck us, but if it doesn't, fine. First things first, the game that we played was against Azorius Skies. We got them down to 1, and then they decided to play a Sephara. We had Despark, and we Desparked that girl. We had Despark like the entire game. This is a keep. Hell yeah, brother. Turn 1, turn 2, play this tap. Turn 3, either of these. Turn 4, this. Yes! And we do the Rectos because it's funny. I actually probably should have just did the mono blue sleeve, because it would be even funnier. But, meh. But yeah, so, Sorin in the Azorius Skies matchup. Oh, darn. Unfortunately, I don't have the red, which is going to happen. Put it on white, blue, something. Are we going to see... Oh, Search for Escantus. No, Search for Escantus is gone. Well, that's not incredibly sus. So this might be like a time walk for me. What? Holding up a counterspell? Oh, they're on Esper. What? Teferi bounce this. Okay.
I can no longer stand by and watch.
So now I'll play the Blood Crypt untapped. Play this Knight out. Prison Realm their Teferi.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
And I'll bottom this. I have one already, so I don't think I'll need it. Next turn, you know, the world is my oyster. If I draw a land, I'm likely going to be playing Inspiring Veteran and attacking and buffing this, but you know, we'll see how it shakes up. Interesting news in Magic the Gathering land. So I assume they're just going to bounce this again.
Sorry,
They could bounce Prison Realm, but they would be losing it to Teferi, so yeah, there wouldn't be much of a reason to do so. So instead of playing anything else, I'm just going to play Storm Bloodlord to kill the Teferi here. And I know I could have done that last turn, but
Lord, now what?
maybe it would have been correct to do that. Save my Prison Realm for later. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm legit not sure. Interesting stuff happening in Magic, though. Gonna pull this up. Despark, rude.
Reckoning will come one day.
They're just playing a hero deck. So I think here I'm going to play a Knight and Midnight Reaper. I'd like to get a 5th land. That'd be great. Could be red or black. Doesn't have to be anything specific. I'd like either of those. So Wizards has heard our feedback, and they've decided to roll back some things. However, I'm not entirely satisfied. And I'll explain why. Wildcard Redemption. They're changing it. Instead of it being 2 for 1, it's going to be 1 for 1. They're rolling it back. And they talk a little bit about each of them. So they wanted, let's see. While Arena will always focus on standard gameplay, the 2 for 1 redemption created the wrong kind of incentive structure. We wanted to reward players from standard and set up historic as a complementary service. Let's get me some cards. I think I'm fine just playing this. Pay 2, just double Inspiring, I think. I guess I probably should have. Maybe I should have played Knight of Autumn, because this, if they're playing Hero, they're probably not playing the single-colored removal enchantments. Yeah, it was incorrect to do. I think I should have kept this in hand, played the Plains out, and just played Knight of Autumn in this. Yeah, that's not good. I guess that's fine. I think I'm actually going to play Knight of Autumn and make it big. And I think I'm going to just kill... I'm going to get rid of this. Because these don't worry me at all. I don't want that. Too much lands now. And just make this a nice 4-3. Okay. So, they've realized that forcing people to pay more for a thing doesn't doesn't reward players for playing Standard. It punishes people for playing Historic. Another Deputy of Detention. Well, fuck you. That hits both of those.
I am not going to sit this.
Now you're going to bounce my Net Bottom. I hate you, deck. This is riveting. Well, bye, Cavalier of Night. You should take, yep. This is why we can't have nice things. This right here. This is why we can't have nice things. All this shit, fuck you. Ugh. That's fine. This is more of a news video anyway. I really hate that it kicks me over here. Okay. Historic events. It used to be that the always-on historic play, this is best of one, non-ranked. This is best of one historic play, would progress daily, weekly wins, and quests. Moving forward, it's only going to progress quests. No longer daily wins or weekly wins. That's bullshit. Wizards can incentivize Standard play in different ways than disincentivizing historic play. And they are cunts for doing this. I legit had a comment on... I should make sure that Wizards doesn't, like, hate me and stuff. So, okay. Okay. My language, a little harsh. I'll admit that. Wizards is not bad people. Right. Yeah, I said that correctly. Wizards is not bad people. But at a certain point, I just wonder... I mean, there's no way to block this, right? Really? Alright. I'm fine with that. I have a Sorin, I can just get it back if I want. Spellbreaker. Interesting. Nah. We're gonna put you in prison, thanks. Should have had haste. I don't need this. Oh, red. Meh. Anyway. They could honestly just make it so it gives you weekly wins based on every 2 wins, right? Just make it half. That's still not the best. It's still, in my opinion, mean, but it's still something. Gorchable Guardian, Kiora. Don't I try to play Midnight Reaper here? I could play Sorin, get this, then Sorin just has to, or this just has to die. I could just play Cav here. I don't get a kill on anything. I think I would rather just, well, if Midnight Reaper would just attack me anyway. Although, the following turn I could play Cav, draw a card, kill a thing. Yeah, I think just playing Midnight Reaper is fine. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me that Wizards is essentially saying, if you prefer playing Historic, you're going to be, you're going to be punished to do so. It's not cool. That's no good. Historic events, they're still coming in November. Historic ranked. I didn't know this at first, but apparently Historic ranked is going to be available in December for a limited time. Excuse me, what? That doesn't make any sense. So I can attack. My opponent would probably block. I think I'm just going to do this, though. Ether 4/5. Yeah, I can't really make the trade. See a green source. Hey, asking it shall receive. Cool. So if I tap take a land next turn, I can play Knight of Autumn Sorin. If not, I can just play one of any of these. Even if he pumps, like, if he pumps this and attacks, obviously my opponent has something. Now, what would suck here is Domri's Ambush. Domri's Ambush would be no good. Oh wait, it'd be fine. I have Vraska, but I'm not attacking here. Sorry, I'm not blocking here if they attack because it's sus as fuck, and I can just gain the life back. Whatever. But yeah, once again, Wizards is just wanting Historic to die. If I want to play a competitive version of Magic that is Historic instead of Standard, I should be allowed to do that. Period. Let's see. So I can't play both of these. I can play this and this. Sorin doesn't do a ton. I could Sorin and get back Midnight Reaper. Also, I feel like Vraska might be just the best option here. Play a Vraska. Kill his Kiora? And then I can block with this. If it happens to die, then I could play Knight of Autumn, gain 4. Oh, right, but I would need Sorin out first. Damn. Okay, I'm actually going to go this route.
I have come for vengeance and blood.
I'm going to play Knight of Autumn and gain 4.
You're making me crabby.
You're making me crabby, shut up. Essentially, I only gain 2, but I might have some sort of shock or something. Yep. Literally shock. That is fine. Yep. They can do that instant speed, so I don't know why they haven't been. Because now they can only, they're able to bluff fewer cards, so I don't know exactly why they do that. That's fine, I'll block here. Sure, someone goes down to 2.
Nothing anymore.
Does he die to a shock? You exiled it, you fuck! Why are you playing Lava Coil?
Let's get moving.
Oh, he had all of them. Okay, that's awkward. Well, shit. Opponent has 1 card left in hand. I can only get back that. That doesn't really do much. Damn it, the exile.
We won't see the end coming until it's
I guess I force my opponent to choose which one they kill.
good. Oh, I was getting bored anyway.
Yeah, so I force them to choose which one of these die.
I've made.
Anyway, I can kind of understand where Wizards is coming from. Except, their first priority should be... Okay, technically their first priority is money. However, that should be mediated by their prime priority of making people play. Because when people play, people pay. Fuck Chandra fucks me. Because now, yep, Chandra can just kill my Sorin.
Shadows. Bye-bye.
But you could have killed my Sorin
I am
and my Vraska.
Wow, annoying.
Unfortunately, I'm still going to lose my Sorin. Yeah, this was just an unfortunate happenstance for me. I mean, at this point, I'm flooding, right? Yeah. Ferox. Sorin dies. And I would keep Chandra at parity, which is not good, because I'm dead in 3 turns. No, I'd be dead in 2 turns.
Rot in my wake.
Is it just me, or is it getting a
I
little?
have plenty of live draws here. That's a live draw. So I can kill her Chandra. But I'm still not in a great spot. I need to draw some more stuff. One of my other Cavs would be fine. Any of them. But whatever. So that's super frustrating. New historic cards. Used to be 15 to 20 added in November through a paid event, which I thought was not the case. Now, it's going to be determined. I'm glad they've decided to, at least for now, postpone that, because I don't want modern cards in historic. What I want in historic are Shadows over Innistrad through Hour of Devastation. That's what I want. I'm gonna die. Fuck you. Yeah, this... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3, 6, 9. So I've drawn 50% lands. My opponents, well, they've been able to go through Growth Chamber Guardian, so I mean, I'm pretty much dead next turn. Fucking sucks. That would have been great anytime earlier. Whatever. Historic packs. Only the 45 one was going to be purchasable. The 45 pack one. However, now you can buy any of them. Good. That's how it should have been from the beginning. So, let's see. Historic ranked in December. A historic best of 3 play queue will be available in December. Creating a new ranked format always has its challenges, and we'll be watching how players start to compete in historic, and we'll take these learnings for future ranked historic availability. What I'm going to do when historic comes out is I'm going to play nothing but historic for the entirety of while it's here, because I want historic to be a permanent feature. And I implore all of you to do the same, even if you don't like historic. Because what it means is, if historic ranked isn't a always available thing, sure. If historic ranked isn't always available, what that means for the channel in the long term is that whenever I do have access to historic, I'm going to play historic as much as I can. And I'm sure that you don't want me to only be doing certain things like that dense, right? I don't want to be doing that. But Wizards essentially is forcing my hand. Fuck you. Essentially is forcing my hand. So this might be a day of nothing but losses. I just want to have fun. And Wizards is saying nuh-uh. Historic play queue. A best of 1 play queue will be added to blah blah blah. This will not progress a player's daily rewards. I'm going to play a... Does it matter? Technically it does. I'll play a Temple Garden, I guess. Sure. You can't play best of 3. There's not a play mode for best of 3. That is stupid. I don't need to lose any excess life. And of course we're flooding again. Kefnet, okay. Really? I've drawn 2 lands in a row? That doesn't seem right. Whatever.
not stop this fight, but I abhor my need for blood.
Anyway, new historic cards. We will start to add new cards to Historic in November. That's strange because of TBD there. Oh, they must not have drawn that. We'll be thinking through what the right target of cards to add is and how players can acquire these new cards. These cards will be added to the game differently than cards in Standard, but we're still working on exactly how to do that. Don't. That's how you do it. You don't. Now, I know some people are excited to get these new cards in
You waste your stamina.
Interesting. Some players are excited to get their hands on these like really epic cards into Arena. I'm not. I know a lot of people who aren't. I know a lot of content creators who aren't. We just want big sets. We don't want Wizards to be injecting a new format with new cards immediately because we don't know what the format is going to be. Now you could say, well, it's just going to be Standard plus Throne of Ajani. That's correct. Except they have access to Shadows of Innistrad through Hour of Devastation. Give us those cards. Let us play with that for a while. In ranked, in best of 3, in best of 1. I suppose I should have plus there. But I wanted Sorin to live longer.
Time to drink.
So unfortunately, I think that Ajani is going to die. Uh-oh. Nope, they drew something. They draw a fucking Elder Spell? Are they actually playing that in this format? Why is my leg garbage? Oh, nice Thought Eraser. Loser. Ha. Got him. My hand is too garbage for you to get a Thought Eraser off. Ha. 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 Greetings. Anyway, I don't want to be forced, essentially, to play Brainstorm, Dark Confidant, Wormcoil Engine. If I want to make an artifact deck, and they put Wormcoil Engine in the game, there is no choice for me.
A familiar taste.
A choice does not exist. It is, you will play Wormcoil Engine. If you're playing, that's not even just artifact decks. If you're playing any, like, mid-range strategy, even a control strategy, Wormcoil Engine is such a good card that it overshadows essentially, not everything, but essentially everything from Shadows of Innistrad through Kaladesh block. So once again, I will reiterate and restate that when Wizards said we weren't going to be adding cards from Kaladesh and Amonkhet, and they didn't even mention Shadows of Innistrad because, I don't know, I guess they think some of us don't actually pay attention to alphas. When they said that, they were doing that because Standard wasn't a good place. They were full of shit. Because adding Brainstorm, Wormcoil Engine, these cards are going to have more of an impact than the entirety of Shadows through Kaladesh. Guaranteed, or through Amonkhet. Guaranteed. I'd like to, like, draw an actual card. What is this? Fucking chat's thinking I'm crazy. Oh, yay. I don't even get... Fuck you. Ah! We're gonna keep trying. I was really close to just playing more Grixis, please, but I'm gonna try this again, so I can finish talking about the last thing. Historic card packs. We previously announced that packs of historic sets would only be available in the 45 pack bundle. Instead, we'll have all historic booster purchase options available for the time being. For the time being, that should not be a part of the end of that sentence. It should not. Period. You're limiting the way you can make money. I do not understand how Wizards can choose to lose money. If someone has, what was it, like, it's like 600 gems for like 3 packs or something like that? Yeah, it's 600 gems for 3 packs. If someone has 500 packs, or 500 gems, if they have the ability to buy those 3 packs, they will probably buy some gems so that they can have 600 gems so that they can buy those 3 packs. But if you take away the option for them to do that, and they have 500 gems, and they see, well, I can only actually get them at this far-off gem cost, Do you think you're going to be making money off that person anytime soon? No, because paying a few dollars here and there to buy a little gems is a lot easier for people to perceive as like a not spending much than it is to get the better value, large lump sum investment of cards. Shock, I don't care. And I just do not understand how Wizards is fine with being not smart. It's just Knight of Autumn. I'm just gonna Knight of Autumn for life. Of course, now I'm gonna I've flooded the past couple of games, and of course now I'm just going to mana screw. No blocks. Well, I get to scry at least. I'm gonna take the Scorched Spear out. Thank you for the lands. No decks. It's just so stupid. Wizards is like they're shooting themselves in the foot and they don't even realize it. Play this tapped. Literally need another white source so I can actually play Cavalier of Dawn. No attacks again because I want to block this. Let's see if they play Cavalcade. I'm just so upset with Wizards. And like it's so strange that someone legitimately. Okay. Serious? Now any land works fine. Drawing any lands game. You know all those games previously where I couldn't get lands? Any lands. I would love it. No blocks. Please don't be a tap land. I only have 4 temples. I'd like a land though. All those games when you gave me too many, this is where you give me a land. Fuck you. I mean, I blockers, I guess. Whatever, dude. I'm just so frustrated with Wizards right now. Like, I am very glad that they've reverted the historic thing. But I feel like that is kind of blinding other people by the rest of the shit that still is going on.
I brought company.
Yep, mm-hmm. I'll block. I would love to get a Cavalier of Night, please. It's not a Cavalier of Night. Gonna attack Chandra. I guess technically I would rather attack with this.
Next time, you're toast.
Sure, that's fine. Can't block that fucker. So he'd be target number 1 to murder. Really? Man, it'd be fantastic if I could draw some cards. I hate you so fucking much, game. Keeping that on top. Attacking with no one? If my opponent draws Cavalcade, I'm like actually dead, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm incredibly dead. So I need them to not draw Cavalcade. Then I'm going to play Ajani. I'm going to gain 3 life. Then the turn after that, I'm going to gain 3 life. I'm going to keep doing that until I win this game. And if I fucking die. Okay, well that doesn't bode very well for me at all. Inspiring Retina, like I don't care about you at all, dude. So this is still 2 damage, 3. So I'm down to 3. So I just died to a skewer. I'm gonna die to a skewer. Oh my god, I live. I'm alive. Wait, no, fuck, I thought you were targeting the others. Oh, okay, okay. I'm alive. My opponent... Okay, okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I have an Ajani. Ajani should be able to get me out of this.
But we could be much greater together.
Okay, this card alone should mean that I win.
Of peace.
Okay, I forgot I had Vigilance. I should have attacked there. That's my bad. I was too happy to have Ajani.
Hey, don't start any fires without me.
Kills my knight. Puts Ajani to 3. So I could just play Cav.
The pain only strengthens my resolve.
I'm definitely doing this. Just every turn gain 3.
Now do you see the benefits of peace?
I'm actually going to Cav and kill their Chandra. Because I can easily block the 3/3. But Chandra just has more potential than I want to deal with. And I can block this easily. Easily. But I should have turned the corner. This should be a winning game. Banana Split asked the question, which is in your opinion a better mechanic, Devotion or Adamant? I personally like Devotion a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's the scaling nature. Are you serious?
Anyone need a fire started?
They had 3 of their Shocks and 3 of their Chandras in the top 16 cards of their deck. Wow. Block here. Luckily, Johnny's still alive. Cavalier has Vigilance, or Vigilante, as I like to say.
You're leaving me no choice.
And I just keep gaining, and gaining, and gaining. In this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust a rhyme, you break your neck. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect. So lose your inhibitions. Break away from tradition. I don't fucking know the words. You wouldn't believe how we wild shit out. Act up from northwest, east, south. Everybody, to get into it, get stupid, get it started. Why did I not attack first? We did it! I hate you. I hate you so much. This deck fucking sucks. Just give me Throne of Eldraine cards already, okay? I'm so sad. Everyone, there will be one of those good old-fashioned community posts. I'm actually going to post that right after now, so it should be like from 10 p.m. yesterday or something. Fuck, I don't know. Somewhere around there. That's going to go over what I plan to do for the schedule. It's going to talk a little bit about what happened to the like streak thing. Spoiler, it's gone. And it's going to be a poll to get some more feedback. I did get a little bit of feedback from yesterday's video. However, I want to get a lot of feedback, and I usually get a ton of feedback from those community polls. I really like engaging with the community. I really want to make sure that this channel is not only something I love doing, but it's that people like watching, right? So, I mean, I'm going to enjoy playing most of the time, playing games. For what it's worth, I was very satisfied that last game. Like, being on the edge, and then getting there by the skin of my teeth. That was fun. Ranting about wizards, also fun. I really like ranting, it's fun. I know a lot of people don't like it, whatever. So yes, check out the community poll and vote. I'm essentially going to say the schedule that I talked about in the previous day's video, and then the options will probably be like less historic, less standard, less brawl, like where the hell is draft, and then you do you, bro, something like that, right? And I just want to get a bit more of people's info on what exactly they're looking for, so I can kind of tailor my schedule, because I think that having a concrete schedule like that will also help me a ton by letting me not worry as much about which format do I play today, right? And just have a bunch of different decks just all over the place. So hopefully that will help a lot. And yeah, I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zin, Rexel, Croft, and Fergod, for their continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you can find links to that down in the description. If you'd like to... Fuck. Oh yeah, right. If you'd like to join my Discord server, where you can ask me a bunch of silly nonsense questions, you can find that in the description as well. Oh, right. Today's Saturday. I'll be streaming today on Twitch. I tried to do the YouTube to Twitch thing. No one, like, the Twitch people followed me. The YouTube people did not. So, I'm just going to be streaming on Twitch because Twitch is objectively better. Join me for live streaming. It is fun. It's a blast. You get to kick my ass in Magic the Gathering. It's great. Yeah, so definitely check the description for my Twitch and Discord. I hope you've enjoyed this video, even if I did rant a little bit about wizards being assholes. They don't pay me. I don't know if you can tell. I'm hoping that they're not like watching and listening right now, because I'm not gonna lie, I am worried that they're gonna be mad at me. I hope not. I am a little worried. But you know, like the thing is, right? Watsy, I love you. I love the game you play. It's my favorite game. I just feel like you're shooting yourself. Like, yes, you're hurting players, but you're hurting yourself more. Because the thing is, right? Wizards, I hope you're listening. If Shadows of Innistrad all the way through Hour of Devastation is in Historic, and Historic is a fun play and ranked mode, and people can purchase them in any selection, right? Not just the 45, but any selection. No one will have these cards. They will have to buy or craft them. That's a lot of gold sink. That's a lot of gem sink, and as such, a lot of money sink. And Wizards, if people buy your product, they're giving you money. So, and follow me on this one, if there are good decks that use a lot of cards from Shadows of Innistrad through Hour of Devastation, that's going to be a lot of people needing to buy a lot of cards. That directly helps you. Now, you might be saying, but Theorix, come on, we're going to be splitting our player base too much. This is Magic the fucking Gathering, Magic the fucking Gathering arena. You're good, fam. If you see there's issues, then you can dial it back, and it will be justifiable. You can literally show people the numbers that aren't bullshit numbers, like you tried to do with Best of 3. And you'll see that if that's the case, and you say, hey, not enough people were playing, let's say not enough people were playing in Best of 1 play queue for Standard. If it didn't meet a certain threshold for you, then you could say, okay, so because of that, we're unfortunately going to dial back on one of our historic formats. Be it casual Best of 1, be it casual Best of 3, be it ranked Best of 1, be it ranked Best of 3, but not all of them. And you can adjust slowly, always delicately, and you say, okay, we're spreading our players a little bit too thin. Let's dial it back by one format, by one queue. Okay, it seems that we're still a little too thin. Let's take out one more queue. This seems to be okay. Wait times aren't too long. People aren't really complaining, and people have a decent variety. But we want to bring in a new event, and we want to try to see if this is good for a queue. That's fine. If this is a new event and a new format that people are going to enjoy, take out one of the queues that makes the most sense, put this new queue in, see the player response, make a decision about that, make that decision, let people know why you made that decision, and it will work for you. People like transparency. People like options. I understand that there's such thing as a indecision because of too many options. I study psychology. I am adjacent to marketing. I understand these things. Maybe not at a perfect level, but I'm literally getting a doctorate for this shit. People will pay money to support the shit they enjoy. And if you make people enjoy the game, they'll give you money. And we all know at the end of the day, that's what matters. And I think we're all okay with that. So if you at home are okay with that, show Wizards by letting them know what you want. Be it on Twitter. Be it on Mark Rosewater's Tumblr page. Of course, he can only do so much. He's not really technically associated with Arena. Join the Arena Discord. There is an Arena Discord, if you didn't know. Join that. Let them know. Don't be mean about it, but say, hey, I want this. This is why I want this. If I can't have this, I would really like to know why. Wizards will see these things. They've shown that they can change. Initially, we didn't even have a best of 3 ranked queue. Or a best of 3 casual, I don't remember which. But at some point, Wizards essentially was saying, people don't play best of 3 that often. People were angry. We were like, hey, we want to play best of 3. This is nonsense. Wizards listened. Initially, we were going to have Historic be some nonsense. Wizards listened. Now, Historic still a little bit of nonsense. But Wizards has shown that they will listen. So let them know. Because obviously, if you're watching this channel, you care about the game too. I care about the game. And as someone who cares about the game, I'm going to criticize the shit out of what Wizards is doing if I think it doesn't help the game. Anyway, I've been talking way too much about way too little. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff really does help. Yeah, until next time, all will be one.